Okay, this is our mini golf scenario. We want to explain how conceptually we designed it with augmented reality mechanics. So in the scenario, we have two major sections of it. And we start with providing the procedural information and information about the scenario and the progress. Then we want the learner to explore the educational robotics components and their functionality with the contextual information displayed over a 3D model visualization of that component. And we want to give them more components that they potentially would need to build the system.
Yes.
So
afterwards, in the space, the user has different components, so he can play with the markers, interact with components, and try to create the system. And at the final stage of this section, the user is able to check the functionality of the overall system, placing the markers alongside. At the end of the first section, we have AR visualization of other media content like video, which explains the system functionality and details about how it works exactly.
okay, so after the user has built the system and checked the functionality and maybe received some feedback, we can start the second part. And the second part is actually trying to use the system to simulate a mini golf game. We start again with providing some media content over here, explaining what needs to be done and how the system should function. Then on the next step, we want the user to adjust the resistance of the dimmer so that the dimmer would control the speed of the servo component. So this card would represent one of the variables that the user can set in the system. And then the next card is actually position the system in the physical space so that it can hit the ball so that it goes into the pocket correctly.
Okay, and at the end we have the interaction of educational robotic system with the ball. So we can simulate the movement of the ball and finally how it finds the pocket at the mini golf terrain. At the end, the user has also information about the progress and if succeed, everything ends, but we can have also loops in order to try another time for the right solution.
We also had an idea on the varied difficulty that the goal with this hitting the ball could be adjustable. So the pocket could be bigger or the pocket could be smaller. And then if the pocket is smaller, then you need to adjust the dimmer and the angle to position the whole system in the physical space much more precisely to hit the ball so that it goes into the hole. So the user can play with these two variables. So interacting with one of the ER components and also interacting with the entire AR system so that it hits the ball and it goes into precisely the target position.